So we were friends for 6 months, and then we were in this dating stage for 6 months.
Like exactly.
Like exactly. And then we got engaged. But before we got engaged, just important note, I went and talked just for her hand in marriage, and I think it is super important that a man should ask their hopefully future father-in-law their hand in marriage, even if their father-in-law don't speak the language that you speak, and lo and behold, January 1st. I know it's cheesy. We proposed. Well, I proposed.
We proposed.
I proposed. We had friends over, and we did a whole trip at an Airbnb so that we're able to be somewhere else other than in Italy, so that I can propose to her in Slovenia at Lake Bled. It was
Great
a beautiful,
place.
beautiful place.
Yeah.
It just so happened to be that the friends that we had, that I was over there, they were taking photos, and at the same time it recorded, so we have the whole proposal like on video.
And it was funny to, now having gone through the engagement and marriage, I feel like in the engagement, you always imagine that, people are surprised. Like, people look so surprised in videos, women specifically, of course. Like, oh, I had no idea you're proposing to me. But I feel like the more people I talk to after my engagement is that, like, the girl usually knows. Like, and it's right. It's right when the girl knows and expects it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's something you discuss, which is something I didn't think about before. I thought that it just happens,
Yeah, but, like in the movies.
Yeah, but we discussed it. We talked about our timelines.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this time I'm not ready yet. Okay, let's put it around this time frame, and you can choose any day over there. So I was still, it was still fun and exciting, I guess, of when is it going to be. But of course, you're a very predictable person. It's funny, we have like the different personalities and like surprises, but it was a beautiful place. I feel like that was all we could wish for, but it was definitely something that we just wanted to go through just to move on to the next stage, because we had different expectations. We can talk about that sometime in the future. We have different family expectations about when to marry, like and all of that, but I feel like it was still as good as it could be. Yes. And then we had basically 6 months to prepare for a wedding. Yes. So again, timeline. Friendship for 6 months, engaged, dating for 6 months, and then engaged for 6 months. And exactly at the same date that we got married, and the same date that we started dating, July 1st, was also the same date that we got married. So we got married July 1st, 2023. Yeah, and I also want to add through that time, I feel like we kind of started off saying that we started our relationship long distance. Yes. So actually a month before we got engaged, I was able to move to Italy just because of some life changes and just deciding where our life is going. Like I either had a choice to move somewhere really far or to move right here. And since we were moving towards marriage, we were like, okay, it would be right to move here. So I was able to God provided amazing people to host me so that we could uphold our boundaries until marriage. But how do you think was that transition, like from being long distance to in person now, basically? Yeah, I think being in person it made our relationship grow more. Of course you would have misunderstandings and miscommunication even in person, of course, but you had it way less when you're in person, because when you're over the phone, there's a lot of things that are not able to be said properly, body language, all that kind of stuff, and also you not being there all the time with a person. A lot of things can be missed within the cracks, as per se.
So it was a good. I think it was a great transition being in person. I think I definitely just needed to adjust, just like how when we got married, definitely had to adjust some of my independent habits because at the time I was 23, 22, 23. That I have been independent on my own, living on my own since I was 19. So having to unlearn some things, knowing how to just live with another person was an important transition for me.
Yeah, and if you have any questions about like long distance or any advice, I think we have that on our mind as something we would love
Yes,
to
speak
talk.
on.
Yeah,